Early on, were there guys even in the industry that were like, "Hey, I don't think you have what it takes to make it. You know, we're gonna pass."
Oh yeah, for sure. Because the first trip I did to Nashville was in 1989, and I brought my little demo cassette with me, and had me and my manager walked all around here, 16th, 17th Ave, and Music Row, and went to all the record companies, and it was terrible. It was a terrible tape. I mean, I don't know what I was thinking.
So you were saying you weren't good enough either at the time.
I wasn't.
Think you weren't good enough then?
I wasn't. I mean, it's one of those things where you go, you're really good where you're from, and then you get here and you go, you're not that good. You know, this is a whole different thing. And I just wasn't. I didn't fit. I didn't fit in at all. But I wanted to be here, so I just dug in.
Quite a big trip to move from Australia. Yeah. What's that thought process like? It's like, okay, I'm going to Nashville. I got it. I have to go move to Tennessee to make it.
Well, I grew up, my dad's record collection was all country. So on the back of the records was all recorded in Nashville, Tennessee. So really from 6, 7 years of age, I would just see this and go, oh, you go to Nashville. That's where you go. That's what you do. It felt like that's where I'm going to live one day. But I had no plan. I didn't know how to get here. I didn't know anybody, nothing. So I was just slogging it out in the clubs and hoping one day I'd figure out how to get to Nashville.
Did you one-way ticket it?
I didn't one-way ticket it. I came with my manager at the time, and he knew somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody who was friends of the cousins of the secretary of someone from the record company. It was the worst, fringest connection. Is fringest a word?
It is not. We've discovered 2 new words.
Yeah,
here.
divest and fringest.
Divest and fringest,
yeah.
right.
But it's just perseverance. I came here and went back to Australia and went back into the clubs trying to make some money so I could come back to Nashville again. But one of the things people forget about is you got to get a visa. So you can't just sort of like lob in and stay indefinitely. You only got a limited time. So I had to try and achieve stuff, and then they'd kick me out again, and then I'd come back, and this went on forever.